जब मैं रोड पे चलती थी कचरा बिनना पड़ता था, फिर गंदे गंदे में हाथ डालना पड़ता था, कभी कभी कांच लग जाता।
Sharmila's story is not very different from the thousands of other waste pickers in the country who make a living by rummaging through trash in the streets to collect different sellable materials. Although they have such a large contribution to segregate and recycle our waste and even reduce the transportation expenses of the city governments, they have been largely ignored and have been invisibilized. This was the scenario till Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, along with the private player Nepra Resource Management, pitched in with a systematic solution for collection and disposal of dry waste in the city, while providing the waste pickers a safe and assured livelihood. This unique public-private partnership has ushered in a sustainable solution to the growing waste crisis. Welcome to Ahmedabad, this bright and colorful city of Gujarat. Located on the banks of the Sabarmati River, is the 7th largest metropolitan city of India with a population of over 63 lakhs. Fondly referred to as Ahmedabad, the city is known for its vibrancy and an attitude of celebrating life along with its spirit of entrepreneurship. However, the growing piles of waste are a nightmare for this Gandhian city.
City produces almost about 4,000 metric tons of solid waste management, which includes about 500 metric tons of construction waste. We have been taking various steps to process the waste which is produced in the city.
The city is aiming to achieve zero waste by 2031. One of the key components to achieve this aim is to segregate the dry waste into several fractions. This is also in line with the provision of the Municipal Solid Waste Rules 2016, which has mandated to segregate waste at the source itself and to channelize the waste to wealth by recovery, reuse and recycle. This is where Nepra, Let's Recycle, a city-based private player, has come into action. The company has effectively found a way to bring together waste collection, waste pickers and recycling as part of an organized system. The process provides sufficient revenue for the company and saves transportation cost for AMC while offering a stable livelihood for the waste pickers that they pay. The model relies on a strong partnership with Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation.
It's been a very long journey, so there were multiple reasons, but one of the key reasons was to be able to identify the right value chain, which I could see with the unorganized sector pastiwalas, cheating on the weight mechanism and all that, which I could experience at my home as well. But while we started the journey to work on that value chain, we realized that there were further more issues in the whole system. So we kept on evolving, and while we did that, we realized that even the municipal waste had bigger problems. And that is where we ventured into the municipal dry waste segment, because what you see in the landfills is not wet waste. What you see is plastics, paper, cloth and all that, which is typically part of the dry waste value chain. And that is what we realized, the bigger problem is the dry waste than the wet waste. If you're able to solve that, so the journey has been that, learning that what problems are there. After Swachh Bharat, it is easy to explain people that we are the missing link to solve the problem, because composting plants have been there, segregation has been absent. So the challenge in composting plants has been about segregation, right? Dry waste has been a challenge. So when we focus on dry waste segment and the service aspect of collection, that is where the challenge has always been. So we have solved that part of the whole value chain, and that brings a lot of solutions.
Nepra Let's Recycle started its commercial operation in 2011. The Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation provided land to the company. This led to the creation of a plant that can process around 15 to 20 tons of waste per day. Waste is collected by Let's Recycle through two modes, by waste pickers or by contractors who collect waste in tempos. This waste includes all dry waste, be it old newspapers, cardboards, plastics, glass, wood or metal. Bulk generators can register with Let's Recycle and can schedule a regular pickup of dry waste. Customers of this service include hotels, malls, corporate offices, retail stores, individual houses, societies, etc. The waste generators must give waste on a regular basis, and only dry segregated waste will then be collected. This waste is collected from these generators absolutely free of any charges.
We receive two separate types of waste. One is paid collection and the other is free of cost. We receive approximately 8 to 9 tons of paid collection daily, and we receive approximately 5 to 6 tons of free of cost daily.
Instead of excluding the informal sector from the process, Let's Recycle includes waste pickers and provides them with secure livelihood. Let's Recycle has surveyed the number of waste pickers in an area and has tied up with them. Waste is bought from these waste pickers who deposit their waste to the Let's Recycle vans. The company provides higher prices than what the waste pickers get paid through bulk recyclers.
I begin my work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I collect waste all day long, and then in the evening, these vans come along and purchase the waste from me. They first measure the waste and then make payments to me accordingly. I run my household with this money.
While working with us, they exactly know the transparency comes in, so that they feel like confidence level. More importantly, they have been exploited, they have been neglected and all that. So they feel that because of the lack of knowledge and education. So we have given employment to more than 200 people as on date, with just a capacity of about 25-30 tons per day. And in next 6 months, we'll be crossing 100 tons per day in dry waste. And we expect to generate another 350 employment at just 100 tons per day. What we have done is, we have micro entrepreneurs in the collection mechanism. So we have created entrepreneurship model at collection level. We have also recruited people from the lower strata of the society for, segregation jobs wherever required. And we are equal opportunity employers, so we do not differentiate between men and women workers. Everybody gets the same level of salary, the roles are same, so there is no bifurcation as such on that part. What we have done is we work with waste pickers in a very transparent manner. So waste pickers, we give them weight in a very calibrated weighing scales, and we also pay them on immediate basis. And that is what brought us a lot of loyalty and trust from the waste picker community as well. So if you go across anywhere in the city and talk to the waste picker community, they would definitely know about us, and they would be waiting for us to start in their area.
फिर मैं नेपरा में आई तो मुझे अच्छा काम मिला, अच्छे से काम करना सीखा और पैसे भी मिल जाते हैं और मुझे बहुत खुशी है.
Waste is also collected through a second channel of contractors. Let's Recycle uses an Uber-like model to hire drivers who collect waste. The drivers use an internal online application called Let's Recycle to locate and rank waste pickup points. Around 20 tempos are currently collecting waste from specific routes across Ahmedabad using this online application. They are paid according to the amount of waste collected. Thus, the contractor can earn more money by servicing a higher number of clients. The contractors earn around Rs 45,000 to Rs 60,000 per month using their own vehicle. Currently, around 50% of the waste is collected from the waste pickers and 50% from the contractor cars. At the plant, the collected waste is first unloaded from trucks, then loaded on the feeder. The waste is sieved, so the smaller particles come out of it. The larger parts come to the segregation room on a belt, where the employees segregate the waste. They put them in different silos, where they get stored. The waste is then compacted and packed, sometimes sold to other industries or sent to another facility where they do value addition to materials before selling it. Prior to working with NEPRA, the women were itinerant waste pickers and earned only about 2,500 rupees per month without any job security. Now each employee is paid 7,500 rupees along with ESI and PF benefits. Thus the women are able to get financial security. Anyone who is willing to segregate their waste can ask for a pickup of waste through Let's Recycle's website. The waste generators must give waste on a regular basis and only dry segregated waste will then be collected. Most of the clients NEPRA Let's Recycle caters to are corporate offices. Yet, with the partnership with AMC, the numbers of households and societies have considerably increased. Waste is collected from around 25,000 households, mainly from the western and new western parts of Ahmedabad. The NEPRA team keeps a constant check on the movement of the waste pickup trucks in order to ensure that there is no discrepancy in the process.
So with new waste management rules and plastic waste management rules coming in, the compliance for extended producer responsibility has increased. And that is where, as a partner, NEPRA can help all the organizations which are generating the packaging waste and putting into municipal sites and all that. We can help them comply with the rules and help them complete their obligations. So we are partners with various brands already, FMCG majors, where their plastic waste is collected by us and the whole value chain is auditable. So with the more important part of responsible sourcing and everything coming in, it's going to be a critical part for having a partner like NEPRA to be in the value chain.
As part of routine awareness programs, Let's Recycle conducts extensive awareness programs in partnership with AMC to encourage source segregation. A team of around 10 members and volunteers conduct education sessions on segregation in some households. More than 30,000 households have been engaged in these awareness programs across the city.
नेप्रा लेट्स रिसाइकल वाले हमारी सोसाइटी में आए, उन्होंने हमारी सोसाइटी में मीटिंग की, फिर उन्होंने बताया कि कचरा इकट्ठा देने से पर्यावरण को कैसा नुकसान होता है। फिर हमने सूखा और गीला कचरा अलग देना शुरू कर दिया है। इस प्रकार से हमारा एक योगदान है पर्यावरण को।
Let's Recycle is growing as the demand for segregation and waste collection expands.
So our plants have shifted from being a rudimentary, manual segregation plants to conveyor belt sorting segregation plants to optical sorting segregation plants to multiple opting and imported technologies which will be coming up very soon. We had a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges we have gone through, but essentially, the bureaucracy in Ahmedabad has been very supportive. I will put it that way. The commissioners in the past and in the present, they are very supportive on that front. So we never had that problem on that on the side of bureaucracy.
In next 12 to 18 months time, the entire waste produced by the city would be processed either for construction demolition or for the compost or from waste to energy project, which should be in 24 months time a zero waste city target that Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation trying to achieve.
It is important to replicate this at large level across India. Behavioral change is something which is going to be there when you enforce along with infrastructure in place. So when there is an intention to actually enforce and there is an infrastructure to support it, things will happen. You cannot have infrastructure first and then intention afterwards. It has to go hand in hand.
A zero waste city is something that most of the cities in developing countries are just dreaming of. Ahmedabad is not far away from realizing a dream of becoming a first zero waste city in the country itself and maybe in the South Asia.
This unique partnership wherein while protecting the environment, the city corporation saves revenue, private players generate income, waste pickers are provided with stable livelihood, and the citizens are able to live in a waste-free society. It is thus a win-win situation for all. In the famous words of John Sawhill, a society is defined not only by what it creates, but also by what it refuses to destroy. After all, this is the only planet we have.
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया
स्वच्छ भारत